How do I know when is a good time to buy a house? Short answer, when you're ready. But let's go over it in depth. Like I said, based off the short answer, when you're ready. Personally, you have your goals, your finances, your recreation. Is it all kind of lining up? Do you have good credit? Do you have a good amount saved for a down payment? Maybe about $10,000 for a down payment. Good credit would be about $700. I only say $700 because when I talk to lenders, they say that if you have under $700, you might have to pay a bit more on your interest each month. For people that have under 5%, or people that have under 700, you might be paying about 5% interest right now. Compared to if you have over that, you could be paying about 4.5%, even less. You can also do what's considered buying a point, which is when you pay the bank upfront 1% of the sales price in order to kick down your interest by 1%. So this is kind of goes hand in hand with paying a higher down payment in order to pay less per month. Some people choose that option. It works out pretty well if you can afford it. Next we have market cycles and seasons. We are in spring right now. Spring and summer, when the buyers and sellers really come out, drives up prices because there's a factor of reasons. But the grass and the sun, the trees, it's all just kind of blooming, making the house look amazing. Obviously people want to come out and look at that. They want to get settled into homes in between jobs, or if they have children, they want to get settled before the new school year starts. Compared to fall and winter, when we're around those are the seasons where things get a little bit more cheaper, but there's less buyers. We're seeing around Christmas time, Thanksgiving, it just gets a little more slim, but at the same time there still is opportunities if you look out there. Some people choose that time because, like I said, it gets cheaper. And then there are also special options as well in the markets, such as what we call house hacking in the real estate world, which is when you buy maybe a duplex or a quadplex and you live in one of the units, rent out the others to have your tenants pay off your mortgage for you. It's a great way to get involved in the investment world, to learn a lot in a very short period of time and kind of get your boots wet. Alright, then there are also complications as well as when's a good time to buy. For budgeting reasons, around the seasons, sometimes people tend to spend a little more. They didn't quite do their finances correctly, and especially around tax time, even though tax time is the end of that is right into spring. Just depends on if you really get a strong feel of your finances to make sure that you're not spending too much compared to your housing expenses. Also, the bank looks at your debt to income ratio to determine the type of loan you can get and what rate. They don't want you to do about 28% of your monthly income, but typically people go over that. As long as you have stable income for the last 2 years or so and you don't have high debt, they'll usually give you a pretty good loan. Also consider your long-term plans. Do you want to live in that area for a while, at least about 9 months? Does your job take you away to other places? What would your long-term plans be when you're looking at this home right here? And it's not always particularly a complication with long-term. It's just I consider it one of those things kind of up there with your personal, but it can still be a complication. And then also with, this is just a little bonus thing, but with housing you can also get tax breaks for your mortgage interest as well as your property tax payments. Those are all deductible, which is pretty cool. First-time home buyers really get a kick out of that. A lot of this all play into when you think is a good time to buy.